your other contestants when you're ready for game?
I'd say I got so much pressure from it. I remember calling my mom and I'm like, on the day of the show, in your time too, I'm like, Mom, am I really going to do this? People are very prepared, and this is my first time, so I didn't feel like I have prepared enough in terms of outfits, accessories, you know, planning yourself. People have designers over there. Then I'm like, Mom, am I really doing this? And she's like, you've come so far, just fika mwisho. See? So that's what I did. I was like, let me just go, let me do me. I have really worked so hard for this, and I know it's my first time, but I'll do it. So, you know, being with people who know what they are doing, people standing there, they do their turns. Me, I'm second guessing my turns, I'm second guessing my poses. It wasn't easy, but I did it.
All right. Now, Denzel, wanaume hawakoagi sana kwa game. So, how's the feeling when you know, ukiwa kwa run weka boy, of course kuna watu wengine wamekuwa kwa industry for long, unachiki outfits unasema wa ina ni kali kuliko wangu. So wewe ukiingia run hiyo time, how's the feeling like?
The feeling, okay, at that niki join contest ya Kasarani, I came nikijua nakuja kuongeza tu skills. Yeah. Then when I came, I met the gents. Pressure ikapanda. I had to train more. Nikiwa kwa runway, I didn't do much because nilikuwa naangalia wengine wakiwa kwa runway wanakupa pressure. They invested on themselves. Yeah, they invested so much. Then ukiangalia my outfits, I didn't invest that much. So the pressure apanda, and then I kanda nikakaa tu kando peke yangu, give myself motivation, motivate to
yeah. Now speaking of outfits, of course, kwa runway kwenye watu wengi wajuangi, you have to source your own fits. So lazima kuelewa kuna kugana, you know, several outfits, kuna liner, kuna vintage na nini. So apart from that challenge, ni challenges gani zingine umepitia katika hii industry yako ya modeling?
Kuna branding. Sikuwa najua how to brand myself. So pata someone who can teach me how to brand, ilikuwa ngumu. Also trainings, kupata trainings zilikuwa ngumu. Then nilibahatika kupata modeling agency. Yeah, can push.
Modeling agency gani?
Control Connect.
Oh. Yeah. Of course, big shout out to Drake and your organizing Mr. and Miss Kasarani. Now, Kelly, tell us about you know, you being as Miss Kasarani. What next?
Okay, for me, what I'd say what next is now actualizing my project. My project is about financial literacy for creatives, and I'd say mine has, okay, the project is based on I am a student doing actuarial science, so I have actually not a bit of, but I have financial knowledge. And one thing I realized is that for most creatives, because I am a model, that means I'm a creative. I'm also a designer. And one thing about creatives that I came to realize is that people they are not really financially backed and not financially equipped and empowered. So that is my vision, to empower creatives, to teach people that talent and skills can be monetized. And I think that is what I will do in my 1-year reign in Kasarani. And I still help the community and inspire young people, especially girls, to go for their dreams, because if I have made it on my first, why won't go pay?
All right, Denzel. Now kuna second round kama sisi wenyewe tulikuwa kwa industry modeling, tunaonanga ushachukua title modeling. So wewe unafanya nini ukishachukua? Sasa tuwe sasa ni Mr. Kasarani, utakuwa unafanya nini?
Okay, I advocate for youth empowerment through talent and passion. So in my 1 year time, I'd love to empower the youth, those who lack mentorship. I love to mentor them, inspire them, because if you grow, I didn't have that mentorship, inspirations from others, so ningependa pia you inspire.
Na umekuwa kwa game sasa for some time. What do you believe are, you know, some of the qualities zenye msana kwa nazo kama model for, you know, to grab a title?
Qualities, ujiaminie tu. Ujiaminie.
Naonaga kuna watu wengine oji, you know, wanajicriticize, wanasema mimi nakaa hivi, sina hii body fulani, mimi ni mfupi, nini. Mse kama wewe unaweza mwambiaje?
Jaribu. Yeah, cause usijibody shame.
Alright.
Usijiloa.
So no, Kelly, for the few you know, weeks or months that you've been in modeling, tell us about, you know, the qualities that and the one on an essential maybe kwa mseme mwenye anataka kuanza modeling.
Okay, for me, I'd say modeling is not about only just about your physical self. It's not just about your walks, about your outfits. It goes beyond that. It goes, you have to be disciplined. You have to be charismatic. The way you present yourself before others really matter. The way you believe in yourself, even in whatever you do, that really goes a long way. I'd say your kindness, your ability to empathize, your ability to connect with people, that's what makes a great queen.
Now, Denzel, what has been your, you know, your inspiration, your best inspiration throughout the journey?
My inspiration, I don't have any inspiration throughout the journey. Funny enough, sina inspiration enough.
Ni nini you could make unatiki? Of course kuna time unamgangu unasema mimi training hadi sisikii kuenda, unaget. Alafu kuna maybe saa zingine nimekuwa na episodes zingine na models hapa hivi wanaambia maboy sana wako kwa game. So kuna ile vile watu view maboy kwa modeling. So ni nini wewe yuko empower kufanya? Nasema hata niamke ndio training leo.
I want to chenyewe inanifanya niende modeling to better myself as a model, because Kasarani si ya mwisho. I want to see myself at Mr. World.
Alright. Now, Kelly, what motivates you to keep going? Hizo times zenye, of course ukiingia kuna challenges, ujui steps, alafu ukienda training unapata kuna wase wanajua steps or other steps ahead of you. So ni nini yako kipigi motivated kuamka na kufanya kitu tena?
First, I'd say keeping your goal in mind. You tell yourself, this is where I want to be. It does not matter if I'm perfect today. It does not matter if upon a struggle today, I am struggling tomorrow. I say this is what I want for myself, so I have to keep going. Because as Denzel has said, Kasarani is not the end. We envision bigger platforms. So if today I am here and this is what is required of me at this point, I have to go for it. At this point, I have to keep going. I have to, hata kama nimechoka, tomorrow I'll still wake up, because modeling is not just about how people view it in the society. I'd say if you know that modeling is about leadership, it is about developing your character, it is about being presented in bigger platforms, you will go for it. Yeah.
And what are some of the, you know, how does a typical day for you look like? You said you're a student, so how do you balance between modeling and you know, education?
I'd say, okay, during my Kasarani trainings, luckily it was during my long holiday, but in the beginning of the journey, I used to take time in school during the weekdays. Then on weekends, I'm training. On weekends, I go for the trainings. And currently, right now, I'm back in school. So it's not easy juggling between now being a Miss Kasarani, people are calling you, they're like, can we set up a meeting? So I have to check my timetable, because now you can't slack in school. You have to check your timetable and fix training days, you have to fix meeting days. it's a struggle, honestly, but it's doable. I'd say that.
All right. Now Denzel, she has spoken about balancing or rather juggling between school na of course na modeling. So how did maybe your parents or guardians take it? Mimi nataka kufanya modeling.
At first when I started at school, walikuwa wananiambia hiyo inatusaidiaje kwa maisha. Inaingiliana aje na chenye naenda kufanya shule. Yeah.
So you study?
I'm at Buruburu Institute of Fine Arts.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how do did your parents take that, and how did they come to wakazoea?
Au kontaka. Yeah.
So how did you convince them? Inakupeleka place.
After I won the title ya shule, ikawa convince kidogo. Then I started doing some commercials, branding, brand ambassador. I became a brand ambassador for White Rabbit Bet. Yeah.
All right. Now, can you seem to agree with the the parent aspect? But so, how did your parents take that?
When I began modeling, everyone was like, what are you doing? What exactly are you doing? How is it going to help you? How is it building you? You're doing actuarial science, so how is actuarial and modeling even connecting? And honestly, there was no way to make them actually wakubali that you're actually doing something that matters. So I think my parents and my family has been convinced that modeling is actually, let's say, inasaidia when I've actually won Kasarani. You know, the way people actually are like, also, you could actually win this, so it's fine. But personally, I can say that I have been an ambassador. I have actually monetized modeling so far, so they have not yet, they didn't believe that naeza fika hapa, and it's something that you're supposed to be doing. You know, most people don't believe that modeling is something that you're supposed to be doing. Wako zile za unaenda kutembea. So it's hard, but wamezoea. Itabidi wazoe even in the future, and I think they've come to embrace at this point.
Actually, most of the people when you ask modeling, the picture of modeling is catwalking, and of course modeling comprises of many other things. There's editorial, commercial, and whatnot. So you tell us about the overview of modeling. Kuna modeling zaina ngapi?
Personally, I know of this pageantry, the one that we are in right now. And pageantry, we are told it's mostly about leadership. And it's mostly about leadership. There's high fashion. That is mostly about selling the outfit that you're wearing. That way you just walk, no turns, no smiling. You just walk, you're just advertising the outfit. There's commercial modeling, where you're advertising a product, or you're advertising yourself in terms of hair, makeup, beauty. Yeah, there's editorial. I don't know much about editorial, so I won't speak about it. Yeah, those are the only.
All right, Denzel, you spoke about your parents walianza kuona kidogo umeanza kufanya ma ads manini na nini. Kuna au parents wenye wako home wenye wanatakaga their kids to wakuwe na white collar jobs, kuweka ofisi nini, accountant nini. So how would you tell, or rather what would you tell to that parent mwenye ana criticize mtoto wake kwanza modeling? Unazambia je mzazi?
Support your kids. Support them.
Modeling is actually paying.
Modeling is paying. Inapay sana.
Unajifanya pia kasa idaso.
Yeah. Because mimi after that ndo nilisupportiwa fully kwa Mr. and Miss Kasarani. Kwa hizo zingine sikuwa nasupportiwa.
No managing aje, outfit ni expensive. Unapata pia wewe ni student. So how do you manage?
Okay, kwa outfits nikiingia rano ya Kasarani, I was supported by my parents. Yeah. But kwa hiyo zingine niko napiga side hustle nipate. Yeah.
All right, now Kelly, tell us about talk to that parent. Umesema pia wazazi wako hawako coming to terms with you modeling. Walikuwa wanataka you study nini. How do you tell that parent mwenye pia mtu wake akona hiyo talent but anamwambia what, focus on nursing nini. How do you tell, rather what do you tell that parent?
I'd start with what Denzel has said. Support your child, because modeling is a whole ocean. There's a whole ocean of opportunities in modeling. Kuna hata si monetization peke yake, as much as that is very important. Atapata so many leadership skills, ata connect with so many big people. So I advise, and I'd say something that I've had someone say, her name is Maura. Education is one of the keys. It is not the only key.
Yeah.
So education is one of the keys. Modeling can be another one. Any talent, I wouldn't even limit myself to modeling. Any talent that your kid has, let them go for it. You never know atafika wapi na hiyo. Yeah.
Now Denzel, even as we wind up, tell us about, rather talk to that young boy or the young man who wants to join modeling. Ama mwenye amekuwa pia kwa game ya modeling, amekuwa akifanya training, amekuwa akienda hizi contest lakini hajaishinda. Unaweza advise aje?
Keep pushing. Time yako maybe jafika ku win a title, but ukiendelea kupush utafika pia unataka.
Kelly, what's advice to that young girl who wants to join modeling?
I'd say go for it. Do not disqualify yourself. First of all, you are capable of winning. You are a winner. Even reaching that far, you are already a winner. So keep pushing. Have discipline. Do not disqualify yourself. Do not demotivate yourself. You are a queen. You are able and capable. Yeah.
All right, Denzel, even as we wind up, what does the future holds for Denzel?
Future. The future holds something big. I know Denzel is someone big. Yeah. Not only Mr. Kasarani.
All right, maybe future collaborations, ama titles, maybe unaweza kwenda for contest.
For now, I don't want to contest any until nimalize Kasarani.
Yeah.
Then twende up ya juu. Maybe Mr. Nairobi, God willing.
All right, Kelly.
Yes.
What does the future holds for Kelly?
The future holds a lot for Kelly. Let's start from there.
Yeah.
In matters of my reign as Miss Kasarani, and even in future, I would like to see my projects become a reality, to empower so many people in the future. Before I even step on a runway again, I will have inspired, I will have changed, I will have built a lot. I also envision myself maybe in Mr. and Miss Nairobi in future, and even Miss Universe. Miss Universe Kenya.
All right.
So,
Good luck, of course, with that. Now, Denzel, tukimalizia, nataka maybe someone wants to reach you out, but maybe advice or something like that. What unaweza kupata wapi social media?
At Instagram, you get me at Denzel, at ART Denzel. Then at TikTok, at Mr. Bifa, and at Mr. Kasarani.
All right. Now, Kelly, what unaweza kupata aje social media?
Okay. Instagram, Kelly Omuhaya. TikTok, Miss Omuhaya. Yeah.
Of course, guys, congratulations so much for your title, Miss and Miss Kasarani. Even as we take up this mantle, muendelee kufanya kazi fiti, muendelee kuempower, our younger generations. Of course, many thanks for making time to be with us here on the program. Right, it is exactly 40 minutes past the top of the hour. You've been watching The Drift. Just want to sample your feedback here on Facebook. Lisa Koki says, great show watching. Vivian Mutoro says, following. Cheryl Mageni says, following. Geoffrey says, watching The Drift. Of course, Simon Dishuhi Njoguna, Lauren Kelly, Edwin Wandera, Mika, Reverend Felix Kavoy, Sami M, Jackie Mago, Cheryl Mageni, and of course, Drick. Asante sana for making time to be with us here on The Drift. You've been watching The Drift. My name is Martin Mashare. It is exactly 40 minutes past the top of the hour. Cynthia Nanchala is coming up in the top of the hour at 9 a.m. with the Leadership Challenge, Top Matters, State of the Nation, and of course what's happening from across our 47 counties in matters governance of this particular nation, right? My name is Martin Mashere once again. Do have yourself a lovely day. Let's meet again later on in the day, even as we continue to keep you up to speed, those making headlines from across our 47 counties and of course across the borders as far as news is concerned. But until then, let's meet again when God says you do.